Nice.
That was fun.
Yeah. That's probably why they do that.
Oh, facts.
Right?
Yeah, facts. And it has the detail, like it has the name of it, so you don't need to rename every single one. Wow.
Wow, did we just figure that out? That's crazy.
Wait, I think we're directors now.
Yeah.
Yay! We're back.
We're back. We're back. Maybe we should make, instead of cueing like random podcast music, like we sing a jingle.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. Cinder and Carol.
Yeah. Swag.
Cinder and Carol.
Yeah. Swag.
Cinder and Carol.
Swag.
Cinder and Carol. Yes. Bam.
Scene. High quality content.
High HD.
Okay. What's your energy level as of this moment?
It's a great question, and it's probably a 3 out of 10.
Well, we gotta get it up there.
Okay.
Don't we?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ask because 15 minutes ago she was completely asleep on the couch.
Yeah. True. Let me just chug this. Ah. It's really sweet.
Ah. Oh.
It was slightly burning my throat, so I had to be delicate.
Ouch.
Do you want to try it?
Owie.
Chug this.
I thought I was coming home to somebody furiously typing away, preparing for this moment.
Right. Nope.
Yeah, instead she did not see my text that I was coming home.
What was your text, by the way?
My text was, what are we talking about today, Carol?
Oh. What are we talking about today, Cinder?
That was my question
Oh.
to you.
Oh.
Left unread.
Oh. Well, we decided after she came home that what we're talking about today is our biggest fights.
When we threw hands.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Wait, it's gonna make me look so violent.
Wait, I'm so excited for this. So last episode, we like reminisced on
Our 6 years of friendship.
and 3 years of a roommateship. 3, 4, 5, for 3.
No,
4.
no. 5, bro. We've been roommates for over 5 years.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, wait, I messed up. We have
Yeah.
8 years of friendship.
Okay, 8 years of friendship.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, let's cut that.
Wait, yeah.
Let's start that again.
Okay.
Okay, we reminisced
On our 8 years of friendship.
and our 5 years of roommateship.
Yay! Yeah.
So we reminisced, and I guess it's a good sign that we had fond memories to share.
Right.
But we do want to, like, you know, paint the holistic picture that, like,
Yeah.
we've also had hard conversations.
Yeah. Sometimes she's a poo head.
And sometimes she poos.
Ew, bro! I don't poo. I sparkle.
The other day, I was walking out of the apartment, and her bathroom is right next to the door. I left immediately.
There's no way, bro. There's no way.
I left immediately.
I do keep that door closed as much as possible.
Okay, well, do it more.
I don't poop, guys. This is just made up.
Okay.
Anyway. So we're going to talk about when we have been poo heads.
Yes.
When we've had poo moments.
Okay. Also, when we've been poo heads within the context of our relationship and just, like, as human beings. And, like, we see each other do that.
Oh, see
You
each
know?
other's poo-ness, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, which we touched on a little in the last episode, but, like,
Yeah.
sometimes our individual poo-ness affects the other person.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, let's get some tea.
tea.
Grab your tea.
Tea.
We're going to spill it. You just put the blanket in my mug.
Oh no, the blanket.
My matcha's ruined with your freaking fur.
Okay. I prefaced Carol with this that, like, I think she needs to start the conversation because I tend to forget. Not fights, but just, like, the moments. But you'll jog my memory.
Okay. Well, I can only really think of... I think, like, harder conversations we've had is communication style.
Okay.
I think we've had that conversation at least twice in a big way.
And it's not just like in the beginning we had communication problems. but it's like because we are different fundamentally. So it
like
came
over
up.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like ways that I feel like I've let you down in my like lack of thoughtfulness.
What?
I don't know if that's like conflict though. Other examples of like poo-headness that affects the other person is like when like you see me make a decision, for example, that like you're like, this is not good for you. Yeah.
Okay, I think
and then
that's
it
the second
stresses her
category.
out.
I think that's the second
Okay,
category, yeah.
I feel like there's like a miscellaneous, like what we alluded to in part 1 of the quirks of each other that we've learned to like maneuver around.
Okay, maybe
in
we can
living
name
together.
some quirks and that can be the
Yeah.
third category.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Nice.
first biggest one is the communication styles. I feel like there are big moments in our friendship that solidify my idea of how you communicate.
Okay.
Like examples that I can point to and I'm like, oh,
Ooh.
these are ways that you communicate.
Okay. Wait, yeah. Examples.
And I've told
Oh
you
my
these
gosh.
before.
Wait, I don't think I'm ready for this.
Like, the first one is we all traveled together to friggin' what the frick?
Bahamas.
No.
Spain.
No.
Tahoe.
Senior summer.
Costa Rica.
Yeah. We went to Costa Rica
We've
together.
been to a lot of places.
We have.
Okay.
Anyway, we went to Costa Rica together with a bunch of people, and I remember one of the days we went on a boat, and that boat was like kind of a horrible experience because it was like
someone
raining, people were yakking on the boat, like off the boat.
Wait,
Our
I
friend
thought
was
it was fun.
yakking off the
Yeah,
boat.
that was really funny. Sorry.
The yak was just like floating away like in the wind
into the water. Hey, but then he felt a lot better after that.
Yeah,
so.
true. Anyway, so we were coming back off the boat and we were going to like go back to our Airbnb.
Go back
To the Airbnb. Yeah, so we were gonna go back to the Airbnb, and the Airbnb was like a couple minutes drive, but it was like maybe a 20-minute walk.
Yep, I recall.
Yeah.
Yep, I recall.
And
Is this my community? Okay, sorry.
Okay,
You finish. And
no,
then
yeah, I think let me tie it to what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, oh yeah, like everyone get in the car, let's drive.
Get in the car.
Let's drive back home,
Yes.
and then we can all shower.
Right.
Because we were all like soaking wet.
We were.
And then I think you really, really wanted to walk in the rain
Yeah.
and walk home.
Yeah. Why did I?
I wasn't sure, but I remember you being like, I really want to walk. And then like
I feel like I had a reason for it. Anyway, it's fine.
maybe exercise, I don't really know.
I feel like it had something to do with us being like really wet, and then it would have been like really uncomfortable in the car. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah. And then the person who was driving the car was like really insistent on getting everyone in the car.
Yeah.
So
and then that got me mad.
Yes.
I was like-
that got you mad.
I was like, why?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
just let me walk.
Yeah. So then ended up like it being like 3 of us drove in the car and 2 other people followed Cinder, like walked home. I just remember being like, in those moments when you have a strong opinion, like you will lightly say them, but it's like you are really convicted in that direction.
Oh, I see the tie back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's one example. It's like
Interesting.
It's a more niche example, but I think if it were me in that moment, I would say, "Hey everyone, let's all get in the car because it's wet outside," and I would be like very verbal about it. But if like 4 people were all like, "Oh, I want like let's walk instead," then I'd be like, "Okay." You know what I mean? So I think that is what I'm trying to portray as the difference between how we communicate.
I see how verbal we are about our opinions.
Yeah. How you
Right.
how you communicate the opinion, plus how tied you are to the opinion.
Okay. Yeah. And we differ in both of those.
Or, I don't know if we differ necessarily, but we, like, in different situations, we approach those 2 things differently. But I think this is my interpretation also. Like, for that first category of, like, how we verbalize, you, like, state it much softer, and maybe also not the first one to say their opinion.
Yeah.
But
true.
it's like you're very convicted in that opinion.
Okay.
But then I think I might be the first person to say my opinion, but I'm not necessarily tied to that opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, which we've talked about in so many scenarios.
Yeah.
Like, I think this example is also intertwined with I got stubborn. Maybe initially I didn't have strong conviction, but then I like doubled down on it because then I was like, why is this person telling me I need to get in the car? Yeah, but I think generally I agree with that.
Yeah, that was kind of a
difference.
far away example, but we can also talk about it in terms of housing because I feel like that was more recent when we moved this past year.
Yep. And I think it falls into the same like category difference, right?
Yeah. Here's where I think this kind of comes into play. I also think I was like more convicted about LIC too. Here's some context is Cinder really wanted to live in the heart of Chinatown.
Yeah, or as close to it.
As close to it as we could get. And then I was like, you know, LIC is kind of a good option. But then we ended up compromising on Midtown East.
Midtown East.
Which is like kind of in the middle of the two. Uh-huh. And it's like convenient to get to both.
Yeah. My sense was that you were more than, LIC is a nice place.
I was, but I think I was like down to live there.
Oh.
I do think when we started not seeing places and options in Midtown East, I was starting to think of hard pivot options from there. And then I started floating LIC to you again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think after the first few in Midtown East, we were like, okay, let's expand. But I also remember I still wasn't even considering like Lower East Side Chinatown because I knew that you didn't want to live there. Like when we stack ranked our neighborhood preferences in the very beginning, it was like top of yours was LIC, like bottom of mine was LIC.
Yeah.
And then like swapped, like top of mine was Chinatown and Lower East Side. Yours bottom was like Chinatown, Lower East Side. Yeah. And then we had these middle compromises, which was Midtown East, Turtle Bay, Williamsburg. But I think I like never even considered like the Chinatown Lower East Side because I knew that it was going to be your bottom. I think that's what made it hard for me at the very end because I was like, dang, I didn't even like give it a shot.
Yeah. The thing is, I was looking in those areas when I was looking for apartments. There was just like no openings. I feel like we sent some back and forth on that area.
We had like two or three or four.
Yeah.
And we toured like one.
That was at the very end.
Yeah.
Or I think I jump on, if I have an opinion, I will jump on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I think the moment when we weren't seeing some things, or like weren't seeing availabilities in any of the compromise places, I was like, okay, how willing are you to explore LIC? And then I sent options, and then you were like, okay, let's go tour them.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, we're gonna tour them. I set up a day of LIC tours.
Yeah. So then maybe it's like, or it's communication, but also how we act on our opinions and convictions or something.
Maybe.
Or I feel like that was a good example of like, there were many layers. There were communication differences. There were like how we acted on our opinions differences. And there was like people-pleasing differences. Differences in how we people-please them.
Yeah.
Anyway, now we live in LAC. And there truly are a lot of pros, as much as I freaking roast this place. I think the friends thing is the biggest thing. Yeah. Or we're here in LAC at a time where it's growing a lot, and there's a lot of openings, and it just like works out. It worked out that so many of our friends are here. And so it really feels like college in a lot of ways. Like, there were moments in our first few months here where I would just, like, or both of us would, like, take stock of, like, we're all sitting on the floor right now, like, playing board games that we had, like, literally texted people about an hour ago. And that wouldn't be possible if we weren't living, like, so close to each other where we could just walk or hop on the subway for 1 or 2 stops.
Yeah.
It was good Asian food, too.
True.
I had tomato egg for dinner yesterday. And I, like, was talking to I was ordering in, like, very broken Chinese.
From the bento place?
Yeah. And then the lady was, like, in Chinese, she was like, oh, you're so cute. I think for my attempted, like, really broken Chinese.
She was like, yeah, that's cute.
Hi. Anyway.
Anywho, I do think because I communicate it quickly and I jump on it, it makes it so that it seems like I'm very, very like, this is the only way that I want to go.
Yeah. It's fun. Or I was laughing because we've like seen this come up in not just our relationship, but like other people too. Yeah. But I think since we've talked about that a couple different times, I feel, at least more recently as in the past year or two or whatever, that like I have a sense of how you communicate your opinions, and that you're not like holding tightly to it. So
Yeah.
I think individually I'm still working on just like being better at vocalizing my opinions when I do have them, so as to not like hold a grudge or over time like feel like it's snowballing into like, oh, my opinion is never being heard or asked about.
Yeah.
So.
And I think that's another thing I remember when I like came up with this compartmentalization of the things. I was like, I do think something that helps and that you have acknowledged when I do this is like when I ask you for your opinion.
Oh yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, well, thanks for asking. Well, I did have a really strong opinion there.
Yeah. Wait, that's so funny. I'm trying to remember, like, I think it was around the time of like us finishing this apartment search when I mentioned that. I was like, oh, it'd be nice, like, in order to help me with the expressing of my opinions, if like there's space created intentionally to ask. Yeah, and I feel like that's helped a lot. And I've like started doing that in other relationships too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or like there's one other person that I've asked, or we both acknowledge that they are more particular. And so I've like asked to make space, and I appreciate it a lot. And I feel like then I'm not like snowballing in my head anymore. Yeah, I used to, I think, do that more. So,
oh, I think that's really good.
Growth, bro.
Hashtag growth.
Hashtag growth.
No, yeah, I think it's hashtag growth, and also I think hashtag, like for me, it's like before I had met you, I was only used to people who also, or like I guess maybe my expectation was that like, oh, if they had a strong enough opinion. They would refute what I just said, come up with more logical points than me, and then I would be like, that makes sense, let's do that. So that was like maybe like the expectation I went into before our friendship, and then it's just like learning how to
interesting. This is probably an overgeneralization, but I feel like I've been in situations growing up where like I have the strongest opinion just because no one else is saying anything, or like everyone's so go with the flow, like everyone's like like chilling with whatever, like I have no preferences, and so in order to make a decision, like okay, like so funny. But then in like other scenarios where like if there's stronger opinions, I'll be the first one to be like them and just be like, oh, I don't care, and but sometimes I do care. Maybe it's a how we were raised thing.
Like, maybe my relationship with my sister, maybe? I don't know.
Wait, that's so funny that you say that, because I think Dion, my sister, is, like, the one person where I'm like, bleh! Like, I just spew my opinions. Yeah. And she'll be like, bleh! Right back, and, like, spew hers. Yeah. I don't know why.
I mean, that makes sense, because, like, you don't have to please your sister.
It's true.
Yeah, and I feel like, it's probably like me and my sister too, and then we scream and yell at each other, but
usually Dion and I don't scream and yell, but we'll just get stubborn.
Oh, well, I'll just expose myself.
That's also natural. Okay, cool. That's category 1.
Category 1. Okay, what's category 2?
Comprehensive. So the second category is when we might make decisions, myself as an individual or you as an individual make a decision that the other person is then affected by negatively. I'm thinking of, there's a time that a friend and I borrowed your car, and we went into the city just for funsies. And I knew that we had to bring the car back that night so that you could drive David home. And then I think, even though I knew that, friend and I ended up just like hanging out and staying out much longer. And then we came back and you were like very tired, and then I felt bad because I like selfishly was like, oh, she'll be fine, like we'll just take the car for longer. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
And I think you were sick too, so then I felt bad.
Oh yeah, or because I think I was supposed to wake up early the next day.
Oh, for worship.
And then for church, and then
dang.
But then I had to cancel because I was sick anyway. So then I was like, oh.
Yeah. Anyway, I felt bad.
That was a long time ago.
Okay, that's an example of poo-headness that affects.
Wait, do you have another one that's like more recent of the car thing? Because that was like 5 years ago. I feel like we're very different people now.
Oh, I don't know.
That's also not a consistent theme in our friendship, I don't think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks.
You're welcome. But
Hashtag growth.
hashtag growth, yeah.
Okay, cool. Other examples of like when you see me make a decision, for example, that like you're like, this is not good for you.
Sometimes seeing you make decisions pains me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I know.
But I think it's the big sister in me. I think it's that. Even though
Okay,
I'm not
I'm
older
also
than
a
you.
big sister.
Okay, true, but I
No,
don't.
that's true.
Same as you would with Dion.
Oh. So it's like a sister thing.
I think it's that. Well, I don't think I disagree with your life decisions. I think I more so disagree when I see you go against what I thought your life values
were. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and maybe because it helps that I feel like our values are more similar
Yeah.
than like others. And so when I act outside of those values,
Yeah.
then you're like, why?
Yeah. But I feel like why it pains me is because when you make them, you're like very convicted to make them.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure, like in those moments, I'm not sure if you want me to say like, hey, like I feel like this is a little bit out of line with what, we usually do.
Yeah.
Because when you are telling me that you want to do it, you're like very convinced you should do it that way.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, oh, okay, maybe she's just convinced.
Yeah. True.
And maybe she does like actually change her mind and she wants to act that way instead.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like this goes back to an example similar to the like living preferences, neighborhood preferences thing, where it's like you're watching me like have to figure out what my convictions are in real time and like how I prioritize them, or like how far I'm willing to lean in one direction or another. Yeah. And there's just like growing pains in figuring those out, like where my boundaries are and stuff.
Fun times in the sand.
Fun times with friends in the sand.
Yeah.
No, I can think of examples. It's just...
No, I know. I can think of... Don't even worry. I can think of examples. I'm trying to think of one that I can... I remember, like, in our friendship, not that this comes up often, but you will, like, say offhandedly that, like, you're like, oh, yeah, like, I want to adopt.
Oh, yeah.
Like, kids when you grow up. And, like, you've kind of always just, like, mentioned that as kind of, like, just something that you had, you valued. And then I think recently, like, one day you were like, oh, like, maybe I won't adopt and I'll just, like, adopt a dog instead.
Oh, yeah, I said that. Yeah.
And then I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what? I was like, wait, what about, like who I know you as, which is, like, someone who had always wanted to adopt.
That's a good example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I was like, wait, but I thought that's what you valued.
Yeah.
And then it's like weird to see you go against those things.
Yeah.
Make other decisions.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, and I feel like that's a good example of, like, I'm questioning how strongly I hold on to that.
I see.
Or, like, the core value is still there, but I'm figuring out how to live that out for myself. And that may or may not look like adopting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the value is still there.
Yeah,
and I want to live in that way.
Yeah.
But I don't know if adopting is going to be the way that I live out my values.
I see.
Yeah. But that's tough because I think I've been in times where I'm like, yeah, this is happening in my life.
Yeah.
And then is it like, am I caving on my values? Am I changing as a person?
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe I am. Like, maybe by being less convicted in this, like, I'm subliminally, like, subconsciously changing in my values. And I don't know, we're figuring that out, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good example. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's just I think it's just that also...
What? Yeah, what? Yes.
Wait, no, actually I can save this for segment 3.
The quirks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Because I feel like you have a fun little quirk that I just would like to share.
That's fine. Okay. I'm not sure. Does it go the other way?
I know, I was about to say, like, I don't feel like you do that with me.
I mean, I do generally approve of your decisions. Generally.
Do I make decisions?
If anything, like, maybe there are times where I feel like you're overthinking something, and I'm like, it's okay, you can calm down.
In terms of what?
Relationships, like saying yes or no. But that doesn't really affect me.
I do overthink, though.
Like, generally, it's like, even if I personally wouldn't have reacted the way that you reacted, maybe, generally I just feel like I can see where you're coming from, and like I can understand your logic.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or I feel like there have been times where, yeah, maybe like you react, especially like relationally. I think like when you care about someone and then you feel like let down by them, I'm like, maybe I wouldn't have been as let down, but I get where you're coming from.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think when I get let down, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I had so much faith in this person.
Yeah. I think you're really like you're hit pretty hard in those moments.
Yeah, which is part of the overthinking thing probably that you mentioned earlier.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, interesting.
I didn't really think about that before.
Okay, well
That's great. Now I have to go journal about that. Thanks.
Yeah. I feel like we'll have some journaling to do.
This is therapy.
It's great. Wait, I do feel grateful that as I feel like we've learned each other's like preferences and how we receive love, or like
We sound so married right now, bro.
I know, we do.
Okay, continue.
I would just like to acknowledge our relationship and the progress that we've made over the past 6 years.
Right? And it just really takes commitment.
Yeah.
Commitment
No,
is
and
the key.
And communication in
Right.
moments like these.
Right.
Where we can just reflect
Right.
on where we've come from.
Right. Not where we're going.
And create intentions for ourselves.
All right. I don't even know what you said
in
just
order
now.
to build this relationship.
Right.
For further growth and sustainability.
And endurance.
Zero waste 2020.
What in the world?
That was our school's motto in like 2018. Zero waste 2020. And then COVID happened in 2020.
True. And then we did become zero waste.
Yeah, zero waste because no one was on campus. Anyway. No, I'm actually, at least as I feel like I've grown in understanding like how you feel like cared for, supported, loved, or whatever, and also your preferences, I feel like it's also helped me grow in how to be more thoughtful.
I agree.
And like I get to practice that with you, but then that also like totally translates with other people too, like looking out for those things and being able to give.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, valid salad.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nice.
I do feel like sometimes you outdo me in consideration, and that makes me feel bad.
Really?
Yeah.
What? No, what?
Yeah.
Wait. How? Not to have you like now compliment me on
Yeah, you just wanted, you're fishing right now.
Wait, legit, I'm actually really surprised. Because
Really?
I feel like like the other day you like unloaded the whole dishwasher and everything.
Oh, well, you cleaned the whole kitchen today.
Okay, maybe this is just going back to like we've learned how to live together well.
Yeah, maybe.
Like I haven't even had that thought cross my mind.
Yeah. I also do feel like I think we try to have a rhythm of like not counting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's part of it. Like we're not counting one for one. You unload, so I load. Like none of that.
Yeah.
We don't even track chores anymore.
Yeah, we don't track chores in Lamel.
But I mean, like the apartment not being a mess is like,
yeah, it's like okay,
you know?
it's intact
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
I do think one thing that's been cool about living together, especially like post grad, is seeing the way that we're able to host well together now too.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Like if a guest is over, or even just like board games or something.
Oh yeah.
Like I feel like
Yeah.
one of us, like when we had hot pot night, it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
you in the beginning were like entertaining the guests over here as I was like getting stuff
Prepping,
ready.
yeah.
And then afterwards it just naturally flipped.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like
and you were
chilling here.
entertaining- yeah,
and then
yeah,
you were like cleaning,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
washing
yeah,
the stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
putting-
yeah. True.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I was like, we didn't even say like agree
Oh,
on
true.
that. You know? And how? And how?
Okay. Wait, I also did like lightly notice that.
Yeah, right?
So
right?
Yeah.
Anyway, partnership, #marriage.
Marriage, bro.
#marriage. Wait, no, like I genuinely want like my future partner to be able to, like that we can be able to do that.
Yeah. No, totally.
Anywho.
Okay.
Okay, third category?
Third category.
Okay, you've been holding this in.
I have. What was I gonna say? There is a napkin floating through the wind outside, and it's so peaceful. Hey, remember us?
It's like a little kite, but
I
it's a
know.
napkin.
It's like it's gonna land up in like Canada one day, and it's gonna be like, you know, like I saw it, someone in Canada saw it.
Wait, wow, you guys are bonded forever.
I know.
Okay.
Anywho, can you give the brief of what the third category is?
Oh yes, category 3 is, we have mentioned that this non-marriage that we have, where we act like we're married, we've like gotten to know each other's quirks and flaws and just like ways of being, and like been able to like somehow like maneuver or like fit ourselves around each other's in order to like not be bothered by each other's quirks or whatever. That may have, I feel like in the beginning like might have caused like a little, but then once we figured out, then we just kept sailing.
Yeah, true.
You have an example of that?
I do, but I like, it's just so specific in my mind. How do I even describe it? I think it's like you...
I'm bracing myself.
I know.
Do you feel the tension in the air?
Yeah. I think it's like maybe part of your indecisiveness of like, you know, I feel like you like weigh your options very, very, very much so when you're making decisions. And
I got lost on the 6-7, honestly.
Or like I feel like a lot of values that you hold, I feel like sometimes you're like, oh, like, yeah, like what you were saying earlier, like, is this the way that I want to express this? Is this a value that I hold? I feel like those are still like forming.
Right. What an angsty time, let me just say.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
What an angsty time as now.
Yeah. Presently angsty. Or I was gonna say a difference between us is what we mentioned before, where like even after I make a decision, I'm still 6-7ing. I'm like still flip-flopping in my head. Yeah. Is this what you're saying?
It's an aspect of it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whereas you, like, once you make your decision, you have fully moved on, like, closed that book and, like, carried forward into the next chapter of your life. But, like, I'm so I'm back and forth, like, not just on the decision itself, but, like, what got to that decision and...
Yeah. No, I think that's a good one. And then separately from that one,
oh,
I think,
okay, separate.
Yeah,
okay.
Separately, maybe kind of related, is I feel like when you are indecisive and then, or like...
Can't help you here. I have no idea what you're gonna say.
I know. Maybe like, okay, maybe it is an add-on. Like, it's like, I thought you had already made a decision.
Oh.
And then, or like, not even maybe a decision, but maybe like this is what I believe is right.
Okay, yeah.
And true.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, wait, no. Wait, what if this?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe it is
totally
an add-on.
do that. Yeah. I think it's all part of the freaking angsty exploring thing. Yeah. And
then I'm like, bro, like, wait, last
you made
week,
that decision. I know.
You said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy that, like, I feel like this is another example of how I cannot hide, like, any of my thoughts from you. You have to endure the back and forth. And, like, with other people, maybe that I see once a month, or, like, we check in and we hang out, like, they'll see the overarching progress, but you see all of the, like, the fluctuations in between that progress.
True.
You know? So it just looks a lot less linear.
Yeah.
On top of that, I think I'm the type of person who's not just indecisive, I like to bounce around. And like
that's also
I
true,
like to explore. Yeah, I was gifted this like Enneagram 7 book. Oh my gosh, we can totally get into personalities sometime.
Oh yeah.
But I identify strongly as an Enneagram 7, and one of the like core desires is like to not be put in a box, to like seek novelty.
Yeah.
To,
oh my gosh, that is a huge quirk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get into that one.
But I feel like it ties to this, and like I don't want to feel limited.
Yeah.
And one of like the fundamental fears is like feeling boxed in. So
yeah.
Anyway, I feel like that coupled with the indecisiveness makes me quirky, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You are just a star in the sky. Unique.
I am a
special snowflake.
I love snow.
Yeah, no, I think that's a quirk that I don't even know if I know anyone else that has that.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I know plenty.
Oh, what?
Maybe we just like are drawn to each other, like
maybe, yeah.
Fellow indecisive, like bouncing around type people. I think an example in my personal life of that is I enjoy like floating between like friends and having like one-on-one friends in different spaces, or like small friend groups in different spaces, rather than like a one dedicated group kind of thing.
Yeah, that's
like I just like to bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like I know other people who are floaters.
Yeah.
Are you a floater?
I think I used to be a floater. And then I realized,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and then I realized I think I just have less energy. So then when we were thinking about LIC, she was like, oh my gosh, like, do I just want to live in Chinatown because I want to be a special snowflake, and I want to be someone who lives in Chinatown, but everyone else is living in LIC and I don't want to do what everyone else is doing?
Yeah. Or I was like questioning if that basic desire and fear or whatever was getting in the way of like my logical thinking.
Yeah.
Or covering up that like basic desire and fear with like some fabricated like, oh, I'm passionate about Chinatown, and like, but after I like thought back through it, I was like, I think I do like Chinatown for like genuine reasons.
Yeah.
But I had to go back and forth and like figure that out in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. Well, I'm glad we covered that for the podcast listeners.
You're welcome. I think we both do this. Probably everyone does this, where you kind of like are like convincing yourself into something, and then you're like, oh wait, that's not actually like my underlying reason.
Oh yeah.
We definitely both do this, but I think because I hear your inner thoughts, like I know, I feel like I know when you're trying to convince yourself.
Oh really?
I have a feeling. Like
Interesting.
I have a feeling that isn't what you actually meant.
Interesting. Yeah. Wait, and do you call me out on that, or do you keep it in?
I usually keep it in, I think.
Yeah. I wonder if you, like, for the sake of my accountability, if you should just tell me.
Should I just tell you?
Ooh, do I want that?
Do you want one right now?
I feel like that's good for my #growth.
Okay, that means you can call me out on mine then.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I feel like I do that quite often. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We are resolving.
Yeah, that conflict. What?
Yes. And resolving to call each other out more on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a good thing. Yeah. Maybe not, it doesn't have to be in that moment, but it can be like at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although it is so much more efficient to just do it in the moment.
Yeah, you're right.
Sometimes you just gotta smack me, you know what I mean?
True. I do feel like another quirk of yours is that you do smacking.
What do I smack?
Like, I feel like there are times when you like are like, wait, this person needs a smack, and you'll like say it.
Oh, a verbal smack.
Yeah, a verbal smack. Yeah.
I really wasn't sure where you were going with that. Oh, like when I just am straight and I decide to call someone out. Yeah.
I do feel like you like have a propensity to do that.
Maybe like once I hit a certain threshold, I'm like, okay, it's coming out now.
Yeah.
But also I think that only happens in relationships where I feel secure and like that they hopefully know that I care.
Yeah. Are these quirks now? I just feel like
well,
these are personality traits now.
I think we're calling out things that we know distinctly about how each other
operate.
Yeah. I was gonna say one quirk.
Okay.
Is I used to get mad when you were late to things.
Oh yeah, that's a good
and
one.
I'm laughing because like our friends know. Like you may have a slight reputation.
Okay, true.
But I was gonna say I think the learning and growing together was like I feel like I've learned a lot from you on not holding on to time so tightly. I think I would get mad mostly because I was like, oh, like being late is like disrespectful of my time or of someone else's time, or like I work so hard to optimize my day down to the minute or down to the half an hour. And I saw that you would hold time a lot more loosely. And then, well, it allowed for just less stress, but also I think like being more present with people, not like thinking in the back of your mind when you need to get to this next place, and you're able to like be less selfish with your time. So
you just spun it in a really positive way and I'm liking it.
Or I feel like that's an prime example in my mind of how like I've learned in the midst of your quirk that I think other people know about too.
Yeah. No, I watched this reel the other day about like why late people are late.
Oh.
And it was like, oh, it's like in your mind, you just like don't have a good estimate of like how long. If you have 10 minutes before you need to leave, that 10 minutes feels like an infinite amount of time.
Yeah, okay.
And like it feels like you can do so many things.
Yeah. True.
That's me.
But then the next person who's optimizing is like, they're gonna start preparing to leave at the 10-minute mark.
But then for me at 10 minutes, I'm like still wrapping up what I was doing before, and I'm like, I can still.
And then at
this.
0 minutes, you start putting on your lashes and curling your hair, and I'm standing at the door.
That's really
Is this
valid.
so real?
Yeah, that is really valid. Oh my gosh, you've gotten annoyed at me so many times in our early days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really funny.
I feel like I haven't gotten annoyed recently, or if I have, I'm able to just get over it quicker.
Yeah. Also, I think I'm just like a little bit better.
No,
now,
I think I'll give you credit. I think you have hashtag grown in that
Hashtag
area.
grown, hashtag grown, yeah. Bro, I just run on San Diego time. I just like can't help it.
No.
It's just what it is.
Wait, genuinely, I feel like we can attribute this back a lot to like San Diego. Bro.
Right? It's just island time, bro.
Because no. Okay. But literally other people that we've met specifically from San Diego are, I'm like, I don't understand. I don't even know how to interact with you.
I know. No, what's funny is like I have a friend, like one of our friends from San Diego, like I feel like has gotten mad at me for being late. And then I'm like, that's funny because last time you were the one that I was waiting for.
Okay, anyway. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Okay. Wait, I feel like we covered a lot.
That was really therapeutic, actually.
Yay!
Maybe we really needed that. Just
Good job, Egg!
for us to have that conversation. Well, anywho, that's all.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for listening.
Once again.
Hoping for conflict in a healthy way.
Yes.
In all of your lives.
Cinder and Carol.
Cinder and Carol. Cinder and Carol. La, la.
Nice.
Okay.